folks. How are you? Going live on this one, folks. I think it's going to be interesting for you. We're going to do a quick movie review of the movie Eastside Nights. It's very hot right now. It's coming out in theaters. There's a lot of buzz about it. It's getting some pretty good advance notices from the film festivals. It was a winner in Cannes. It was a winner in Toronto. And a winner in Palm Springs. I think you're going to like it. Let's go through what it's about so you know what to expect when you go down there to the multiplex, or if you pick it up on Netflix later on down the line. All right, Eastside Nights. This is an interesting story about a young couple on the east side of town. Tony is a homeboy, and he grew up with his girlfriend. They know each other. They've lived around, within the same neighborhood, blocks from each other. And they've been boyfriend, girlfriend from like freshman year of high school. And it looks like they're going to develop into a married couple. That's the way it looks. And Nicole, his girlfriend, wants nothing more than a traditional life. She wants to lead the same life that she's always known right there on the east side of town. She wants to have a happy, healthy family and just have a husband that works and comes home. And that's it. She doesn't want anything more than that. She's happy in that life. Or Tony also wants that too, but he also has a different scope of his career in mind. And that is, he wants to be a politician. He wants to help the neighborhood. Things are changing, gentrification, loss of jobs, loss of spirit in the neighborhood. He doesn't want to see a lot of the traditions of the neighborhood going by the wayside. He sees it, and he's got the skills to deliver as a good politician. He's a great orator. He's really funny on the stump. He's got an engaging personality. People like him. He's a natural politician. And so, at the beginning, Nicole supports him in this because she wants her husband to do what he loves. She wants to support him in his life. And she also wants the things that he wants for the neighborhood, for the block. They want to support the schools. They want their kids to be proud of their area and to live in a safe, fun, exciting, growing area with booming businesses and good schools and everything that everybody wants. And it works. I mean, it's all happening for them on the east side between Tony and Nicole. And Tony starts to grow in the political game. He starts to move up the ranks. He starts as a city councilman. He becomes the mayor of the town. And he starts to get a little bit of a buzz as a comer in the party, as an up-and-comer, a player. He's on the come-up, as they say. And some of the old-timers pull him aside, notably this one old white guy who ran for president back in the day, was never quite able to make it, was never quite able to close the deal. His name is Norman, and Norman sees a lot of himself in Tony, a lot of himself as a younger man. And he sees it as a way to close the deal on, it's almost like a parent that sees another shot in their kids. And it's not the way to raise kids, but it often happens where the parent lives through their kids. And in that way, Norman is living through Tony. But takes him under his wing, and of course, let's be honest, that's a nasty game, politics. You really do need somebody to show you the ropes, or you're never going to make it if you just try to wing it yourself. And so he, the help of Norman, and Norman does it with the best of intentions, but he doesn't maybe even realize that he's doing it to redeem himself, not only in his eyes, but in the eyes of the party and the public. And if he can get Tony in there, he can die a happy man, and he's not that far away from that event himself. So that's the way the movie's set up. And, you know, Tony is unusual because he pushes his own skills. He doesn't worry about his weaknesses. Like, for example, when he's on the stump, when he's meeting with community members, when he's meeting on his public speaking, he stretches it. He does magic tricks. He has this entry. He relies on his gymnastic background. He comes flip-flopping like a gymnast into the meeting. So it'll be a meeting of homeowners, or it's a meeting of the Teamsters, or it's a meeting of the housewives. It's a meeting of the elderly ladies. Well, whoever it is, he comes flipping in. You know how they do that running start, and then they do like tumbling, I guess they call it. That's the way Tony comes flipping, flopping into these meetings. The guy's a star, and then he'll do magic tricks for the kids. And then his wife, who wants to raise the kids in a traditional manner, but she's also got her own unique ways. Like, she's homeschooling the kids. They want strong schools, but they don't want their kids in the schools. So she not only is homeschooling them, she has her own math. She teaches them a new way of learning math that's unknown to anybody else. So, for example, instead of learning algebra, they learn math by using kitchen utensils. I can't quite get into it. It's pretty deep. It's kind of fluid. It's kind of an interesting way. And then what happens is, as Tony rises in the ranks, it looks like he's going to be looked at as a potential run for the White House. The past starts to come up like he used to be. A lot of his friends back in the day, they were in a car club. But as Tony cleaned up his act and started thinking about a traditional career in politics, and he didn't want any stains on his record. But his friends, well, they weren't quite so careful, and some of them develop a rap sheet. And so, you know, in politics, they're going to find anything. They're going to find anything that they can slam you with. If there's any sniff, any whiff of you running for the White House, they're gonna get the black ops. The guys in the black van are going to come sniffing around. They're going to create a dossier on you, and that's what happens to Tony. And so the movie is interesting with all these parallel lines coming together at the end. I can't reveal the end for you. I mean, I could tell you, but it's the first thing they taught me at movie criticism school at the University of South Dakota, where I graduated with a degree in movie criticism and film appreciation. They said, if you're going to do reviews, never reveal the end. So I can't tell you the end of the movie. It'd be going against the code of movie reviewers and film criticism. I can't do it. And a lot of people later email me. They go, tell us the end, because we don't want to take the whole family out to the movie and pay for, parking and babysitting and the whole thing unless we know it's going to be a satisfying end. I can't do it, folks. Don't ask me to reveal the end. It's not going to happen. It's going against the code of my profession, of which I have many professions. But you gotta have a personal code. You gotta have an industrial code. You gotta have principles. I'm gonna follow all those. I can't do it. So, folks, check out Eastside Nights. It's coming out in the multiplex soon. It's getting buzz. It's winners of multiple film festivals, including Toronto, Palm Springs, Oklahoma City, Fargo, Spokane. It's been winning. So give it a try. I think you're going to like it. It's got a lot more than I've been able to reveal to you today on this live stream movie review. I can't reveal it all. A lot of people want me to break the code. I can't do it, folks. So give it a try. I think you're going to like it. It's Eastside Nights coming out to the multiplex in early 2019. Give it a go.